Can someone call Cora? Because unfortunately, I'm doing this from my phone and I can't do this and call her. So
I don't have her number, so.
I could try to text what Lord. I don't even get lost on this call from this call. Let's see here. And so remind me, is quorum 50% of the executive committee or 50% of the commissioners?
6.
6 people?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Gretchen never gets on here, we'll be at 6.
I just gave her the link. She's coming over now.
Okay.
We are live streaming.
Because we have Cecily here.
And Cecily's here. Yep. Hello, Cecily.
Hi,
Hey
Cecily.
everybody. I'm almost where I need to be.
I actually have my gavel. Can you imagine?
Can you all see me at all?
Not at all. No.
I don't know what's going on with the camera here.
We now see your name. Now we. Oh,
That
there
is-
you are. Hello.
There we go.
Someone needs to text Cora the link.
Can someone text it to her?
I can I think I can send it, I can email it to her real quickly. But
Would you please? Yeah.
I can email it to her. Okay, give me 1 second.
Or if you can't text it, that'd be great. Whoever. Andrew was with us before.
I don't understand why my video's not on.
Maybe he thinks you have a bad hair day.
Well, I normally have that, but I actually got my hair blown out today, so it wasn't a bad hair day, and you all need to see it.
Mine
boy.
just hates me.
I
I just
know it's
emailed
the
Cora.
reason I wanted it to show is because it's got cherry blossoms.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, good thing we have an in-person meeting tonight.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, since we have quorum and it's 5 after, should I go on and start?
Let's do
Why
it.
not?
You're not what?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. The meeting will come to order. The time is now 3:06 p.m. on Monday, April 21st, 2025. This is an executive committee meeting of the District of Columbia Commission on the Arts and Humanities. My name is Reggie Van Lee, chairperson of the commission, and I'm wearing a black turtleneck. I'll now call the roll. When you hear your name, please answer present. Cora, Julianne,
Present.
Cecily,
Present.
Demetrius, Maggie, Kimber, Carla, Hector,
Present.
Janice,
Present.
Gretchen.
Present.
A quorum is present. This is a meeting of a public body held in open session and is governed by the Open Meetings Act as permitted under DC Code 2-575B. This body may enter into a closed session. Please address any questions or complaints arising under this meeting to the Office of Open Government at opengovoffice@dc.gov. Notice of the meeting was posted in the DC Register on the Commission's website, dcarts.dc.gov, and on the DC Office of Open Government Central Meetings calendar at open-dc.gov. The meeting is being conducted in a virtual format with commissioners joining remotely using the Zoom meeting platform. The The meeting is being live streamed to the Commission's YouTube channel. An electronic recording of the meeting will be available for viewing online following the conclusion of the meeting. I will now read the land acknowledgement. Every community owes its existence and vitality to generations from around the world who contributed their hopes, dreams, and energy to making the history that led to this moment. Some were brought here against their will, some were drawn to leave their distant homes in hope of a better life, and some have lived on this land for more generations than can be counted. Truth and acknowledgement are critical to building mutual respect and connection across all barriers of heritage and difference. We began this effort to acknowledge what has been buried by honoring the truth. We stand on the ancestral lands of the CAH Tank and the Piscataway people. We pay respects to their elders past and present. Please take a moment to consider the many legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and settlement that bring us together here today. And please join us in uncovering such truths at any and all public events and to use such truths to guide the legacy of this Arts Commission. Is there any objection to the agenda that was previously circulated? Hearing no objection, the agenda stands as adopted. Good afternoon and welcome to everyone. We have an interesting meeting with reports regarding our key priorities, the grant process status, an update of our people specialist activities, commission and staff retreat updates, and updates on the city's budget and its impact on Art Week DC. And I guess we'll start, and most of this will be reported by Aaron. Do you want to start talking about an update on key priorities?
Absolutely. So I'll just start here. As a part of our ongoing efforts to improve accessibility and engagement with our grant-making processes, I'm pleased to report that one of our top priorities this season includes increasing the number of public workshops, offering on-site office hours in our new suite, and piloting Saturday office hours, which actually happened this past weekend. These steps are designed to meet people where they are, literally, and reflect our commitment to community-centered service. Some of you were also present for our GoGo outreach town hall we had at our agency a few weeks ago.
And I'm curious, how did the open house go? How did the office hours and the Saturday piloting, I know it's early, but how's that going so far?
I would say it is early, but it seems to be going fine. This is the first time that the commission has, well, to my knowledge, and I would go to Julianne after we talked last week as far as her institutional history going backwards, but I believe this is going fine. What we've seen with our workshops is that the question is, should we save all of them? Because the workshops seem to be, they take on different hues depending on the questions that are asked by the people who attend. So you might, if we only record one workshop, for instance, online, your question may not have been covered. But if we record all of them, your question may have been covered in the third or fourth one. So we're working with Octo to ensure like all of our Zoom accounts are up and running since we've made the switch a while ago from WebEx to Zoom. So grant managers can start those themselves and they won't rely so much on comms having to start each and every one of those outreach meetings or the community meetings. So I believe that in a month's time, we'll have more to report.
Okay. And so that we get a chance to get reactions from commissioners after each topic, I'm going to ask you to stop. So
That's fine.
on these key priorities, questions, comments from the commissioners? If not, why don't you go to the grant process status?
Yes, we currently have 4 grant programs closing tomorrow. Those are general operating support, East Arts grant, and both of the PEF grants, projects, events, and festival grants for individuals and organizations. All together, we have received 520 applications, which is pretty outrageous, which is a testament to the need and the enthusiasm in our community. What I'm going to reach out to, I should have done it for this one. I'm going to reach out to see what this time last year, how many.
I was going to ask what's the number from last year?
I was anticipating it. Looking ahead, our next round of grants will open Tuesday, May 12th, and close June 17th. These upcoming grants include arts and humanities education projects, and Arts and Humanities Fellowship Program, field trip experience, and capital projects. We will continue to keep the public informed and engaged as these programs move forward.
Questions on the grants progress rather? Nothing from you, Gretchen? I'm surprised.
No, we'll be announcing this at the regular meeting this evening.
Okay, great. The people specialists, why don't we go
All right,
into
this is the exec.
sorry?
Our people relations specialist has been doing deeply intentional work, leading internal staff development with a focus on culture and community-centered training. I can even say that I think the mayor's office has been using some of our language, which is important. They're also reviewing our grant making and public art strategies through an equity lens, working to ensure our policies match our values. Additional workshops and data collection initiatives are in progress to deepen our cultural competency and inform future programming. I think our grants and public arts team will be doing a training on Friday internally with Grace. This work includes fostering collaboration across government and community partners. We'll receive a more detailed report at our next commission meeting. I would like to say that our people relations specialist has met with, I believe, each of the mayor's office of community engagement, each office. And with each meeting, she shared our panelist application so they can send it out to their communities as well. So we can get resumes so that we may get a more robust group of panelists, hopefully reviewing our grants.
Good. Questions, comments, especially Cecily, do you have any comments at this point?
No, not at the moment.
Good. Commission and staff retreat.
So our staff advance was held between January 22nd the 24th. On the retreat front, we were trying to schedule one for May the 17th, but unfortunately we were unable to get the quorum. And now we've hit another little hitch because some of the trainings that we would normally do or get OCP permission for is on hold for a moment until we have more information regarding the budget. So that date is now off the table. So please remain on standby. We will follow up shortly with alternate dates that we hope will accommodate more of us. It's critical we create space for reflection, alignment, and strategic visioning together. And this is something that I know our chair has really focused on, and I value it, and we've seen it to be very beneficial in-house as well. So it'd be good to have the commissioner retreat with some of the new commissioners with what we've learned now, and I think that would be good.
Yeah, we really need this time with the staff together because it's just hard for us to understand all the workings in these big commission meetings. So this retreat will be really important, I think. It was good when we did it years ago, and I think it'll be good again. So, and I'm sure my calendar was part of the problem. So I ask all of us to try to.
There's no blame. there's no blame.
Let's try to make it work before too much time passes. Any other questions?
Also,
I'm sorry.
Reggie, you should know we also were dealing with the calendar of the facilitator as well. Yeah.
Other questions on the retreat?
Yeah, they were also dealing with my birthday party, which was more important than all of this.
I thought that was canceled.
Right, and you're the MC of the whole thing.
Right, so I was hoping it would be the same day, so I'd have an excuse. But anyway.
Yeah, well, that's too bad.
But we'll find another date. It accommodates your birthday party, Corey. City budget impact.
So the city is anticipating a $410 million shortfall this fiscal year. And we've been informed that a new mayor's order at the time of this writing was forthcoming, but it is now here to address this particular challenge. The last time a similar order was issued, it took about 2 weeks to fully understand the implications for our agency and to adjust our strategy in dialogue with our partner agencies. So we expect a similar process this time around. We are also holding on to hope that Congress will step in and amend things once they return from their recess. So, but until then, we are preparing for multiple scenarios. We'll keep you updated as we receive more clarity. I did hear from the mayor's office just maybe 2 or 3 hours ago, and there will be an official communication that will be shared by all agencies. Their comms team is still working on it.
Good. Questions on the budget? We can only wait and see, right? Update on Art Week DC.
So I want to talk briefly about Art Week DC. Due to the compounded effects of both local and federal budget constraints, we are considering postponing the preview and formal launch of Art Week DC to from 26 or to even 27. But this is not yet finalized. I only say this as we start to anticipate what may be coming down the road. But we want to be transparent about the planning and financial prudence. Our budget is, once our budget is fully finalized, we will share a firm decision. In the meantime, the vision for Art Week remains strong, and we'll be using this time to strengthen its foundation. I can share that I did have an initial conversation with the DeVos Institute, and I reached out last week. We should be meeting again this week to see some possible paths forward. I can say in our budget priorities that we did send to the mayor's office, that we're sending to the mayor's office, Art Week DC is like number 3. And so we have the amount there. The entire DenPed cluster is aware of Art Week DC, and they've made it a priority too. But I want to just be realistic about what may happen.
Question, any updates on the foundation status?
None from which foundation?
The foundation we're trying to create. No update, Gretchen. And I can speak to that in more detail later,
Right, okay.
because that is out of the hands of the commission. We are told by Bega that the commission staff are not allowed to work on the creation of the foundation. So we're doing it on the side.
Okay, got it.
So those are the items I had on the agenda for the open executive committee meeting. So before we release the staff and go to private executive session, any other questions or comments anybody had?
I would ask the commission to possibly consider creating a committee on economic development. This committee could possibly house or couch some of our data collection conversations around, to pick up conversations around artist housing that I know Gretchen and a few others were involved in before I came on board. And we can kind of focus on that. When we met with our regional partners in Baltimore, there were some economic development conversations, and we possibly could, from a regional standpoint, posture ourselves to put together some type of strategy. We've not had a creative economy strategy in the city since Mayor Gray in 2011. So I think getting ourselves ready to receive something like that would be
Aaron,
good.
when you envision this committee or the path that the committee would create to form a strategy, are you thinking of different buckets like the music census, the not launched yet theater census, the space survey that the commission has done, that these surveys and things we have done in the past that haven't really had a way to get out to the public or be used into a formal strategy, that those could be utilized in this bucket of what you're kind of outlaying as a creative economy strategy?
Well, that's absolutely correct. But I think also it gives the committee an opportunity to reach out to community members who may have vested interest and knowledge that they can help share to help formalize different plans or different strategies and things of that nature as well. So it gives the committee an opportunity to reach out to people with other institutional knowledge within the community that could possibly be helpful, and to have some conversations around economic development too. And it can be led and spearheaded by this committee and the commission. So just something to consider.
And Julianne, I'm going to lean on you to make sure that if we create this committee, we created all of the bylaws. the way that committees have to officially be created.
I know how to do that now, so I'm
That-
down. Okay,
Okay.
just
And
let me
we
know.
share who wants to join and chair and all that kind of stuff. Any other topics for the staff? If not, so help me with the process. So we're going to,
Just for
yes,
executive session,
yes.
I've created a breakout room and I'm going to add everyone to the breakout room. Just like you have to accept to be added as a panelist, you have to accept to join the breakout room. And then that breakout room is only the commissioners, and it cannot be, it's not being recorded, and you cannot see it on the live stream. Does
Okay,
that make
good.
sense?
Yep,
So
and then
give,
I will text you when
yeah,
we're done
text.
to be brought back, because we have to come back into public session before we can
Yep.
close out the meeting.
Exactly. So let me go ahead and start
Well,
adding people. Oh, you got to vote. Sorry, I'm not
let
getting.
me read my speech. I have my speech here.
Okay.
That concludes our public updates. At this time, we will move into executive session, which will be closed to staff and the public. I thank everyone who joined us for today's discussion and look forward to continuing this important work together. So now we can go to executive session.
All right. One moment. I'm hand selecting you all. So assign session. Okay, Reggie, accept. Then see we have a couple of folks haven't we need Gretchen to select to join the session, and Cora to select to join the executive session. Okay, I think that's everyone that's not a commissioner. Is that correct?
Yeah, it looks as if you got everyone, Chris.
Now we do the staff talent show part of the commission.
There you go. Yep. See you in a bit. Bye.
Yep. Edward, your camera's on. Still in executive session. Thank you for your patience.
Okay. Here we go. He's returning.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Yes, we're back.
Yeah.
An hour
Um,
later.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how. it is, but-
Now back in open session. Anything, Aaron, David, we discussed, or should
I think if y'all want to make the in-person commission meeting, y'all have
Really?
to get
yeah,
dressed
hair,
ready to
and
come
makeup
down.
and all of that, right? There being no further business. The next meeting of the executive committee will be held Wednesday, July 16th, 2025 at 5:30 PM. The time is now 4:28 PM and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everybody. See
Thank
you
you.
at 9:30.
Not in person. I'll be virtual.
I'll be in person. I'll represent you.